Hi, my name's Headsmo, and I'm just a old split boarder who's learned a couple new tricks and figured I would pass them along. Um, One of the things I want to talk about today is your glue on your skins gumming up. Maybe not being as tacky. Recently I did a trip and this is what kind of happened, plus I left them on my board too long. So I got a little glue sticking to my board and kind of this ripply effect. So I want to get my glue to lay back down. What I've done here is a pre-cut. This is parchment paper, just a little bit longer than my skins and just a little bit wider than my skins. And I'm going to start at the back. Now I've used this paper once before. You can use it a couple times before you got to throw it away. So you just kind of lay it down on there and slowly work it. You can use a little scraper or something hard to kind of help get it all to lie on there flat. You want it as flat as you can get it and without the wrinkles, bubbles. Just kind of spread it on there nice and easy. And you can see them nasty spots are there. So what will happen is I'm going to run an iron over the whole thing here, a warm iron, just slowly. You can actually see the glue go back to the skin. And then you're basically reviving the glue on your skins. And you get it all the way flat again. So I'm just making sure it's down as flat as I can get it real quick here. And I'm using it on my workstation, which is a old 176 Morrow, just so you know. So I just spread this out nice and flat, as flat as I can get it. Make sure all my burnables are out of the way. Okay. So I use just a old iron. This is one just dedicated for my snowboard and doing wax and this kind of stuff and all sorts of melting nasty things. Anyways, I turn it on towards just barely warm, and the reason is you don't want to overheat the skins. You don't want to, because it'll just start peeling that glue right off. So I just want to get it warm enough to get the glue to lay back down again. And then you can take your time with it too and just really work it around. So on mine, I got all these stupid settings by going between like a 2 and a 3. And I can smell the waxes coming off, the old wax. I got fans going in here for ventilation, so that helps. So I tried to clean this thing too. Anyways, here we go. So just almost. So as I'm going over, you can see, hopefully, that the glue is actually laying back down onto my skin and changing color here. Here, I'm going to grab this so you can see it. And it's going really slow up the skin. And we're just getting that glue to lay back down nice and easy, okay? Super slow. Super slow. You want to try and get rid of all the little spots. Not hot iron. slowly work it all back in. And in the spots that I didn't have the gumminess, what this does it too, it'll help revive that glue that's underneath. These skins are 5 years old, I guess. So they've done pretty well. This is the worst year I've had with this. I've done this before in the past, so. But yeah. So let's go and make sure I get that all looking nice and flat again. I'm actually putting pressure on the iron. I don't know if you can tell that or not. Try and work it in around all your hardware and stuff. As you can tell, underneath, that glue is really spread back out. I'm trying to get rid of these bubble spots. Okay. The best we can. Alright. Let's set you back up here. So, now that I've worked this one pretty good, turn that bad dog off. So you can see the skin, it's all black, it's hot, warm. Anyways, so I'm going to do the other one. They recommend you set these outside or in a cool area for like a minimum of 20 minutes. The last time I actually put them outside when it was the middle of the winter when I did this for like an hour, and then it just peels. It's super easy and everything's flat again. That glue's super flat. So I'm going to turn this off, go put this one out to cool, grab my other one, set it up, and do the same thing and show you again. But yeah, and then I'll show you again what they look like at the end. Peace. Okay, so we're back. So this is my other skin, and I noticed before that I had some little pieces of wood and garbage stuck to it. So you can use tweezers. I just have hemostats handy. Get a hold of them, pull them off, get the garbage off that you can before you do this. Now, if these are super dirty, I would use old or recycled paper bags. Reason being, what we do is do the same thing, but it would actually peel like the super nasty dirty. It would peel that off, take a layer of that off, and you can actually do that like once, maybe twice, and then you gotta be careful with that because sometimes you peel too much glue off. But you can peel that dirt layer off first with the brown paper bag, and then use the parchment paper to spread it out again and make it all flat. I've done that once before. Again, the brown paper bag tends to peel glue off when you peel it, even after you've cooled them. That's why I highly recommend the use of parchment paper. And again, cut just longer than my skins and just wider than my skins. I pre-cut these so it's just easier, and then you can use these a couple of times. You can see these ones have been used before. They have a little bit of residue on them, which is fine. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. And keep recycling these. You can flip it over and do it again. And yeah, just keep right on rolling. So again, same deal. I have my handy dandy little piece of plastic scraper and laying my parchment paper right over top of the skin. And we're just going to use the scraper to help flatten that and get it to start sticking. Bam. Okay. So it looks like. All spread back out, hopefully. I mean, it is. And I'm going to go stick it outside for a while. I will get back to you and show you what it looks like. Probably let these sit outside and cool for like an hour. They only say like 15-20 minutes, but I like to do it a little longer. I feel like it peels better, and the longer they stay cool, the better they are. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Alright, it's a little back. So, what we got, I have, you can see in the light, my skin, parchment paper. It's been sitting outside for approximately an hour now. Kind of curing up. I ironed them before. And so I'm just going to start at the one end. Right now I'm messing with my Splitboard, so it's just up here. Just slowly peel it off. Oh, we'll stick it. That happens. Okay. Anyway. Go slow. One time. Get the whole thing. Come off like this. You see, it leaves a little residue, not bad. Pulled off some what looks to be yuckies. These ones might be done, but I'll save them for when I'm backing up. Anyways, that one. And all that glue got laid back down. It looks a little discolored, but not bad. And it's all laying flat again. That's what I want. So, camera down. Anyways, adjustment there. Okay. So, skin looks good. I'm going to hang this one real quick. And I'll peel this. And actually looks a little bit better. Same. Got some, I'm not sure what that is. Old wax on the back. So, I think these ones might be done. But, whoa. Skin looks good. That glue laid down again. This center again is super tacky, almost like the factory, which is nice. I don't know why it always is the tip and tail, but so they seem to stick the most. Anyways, I'm really happy with it, and you know, if it keeps happening, and you just keep doing it, and then eventually I'll probably brown bag it and peel that nasty stuff off. That's my hints. Thanks for watching. Ed's come out. one more thing is, when I'm storing them, I always space them in the base like this. These are volet skins. Then I hang them. Every time I come back, I just got a nail above the heater, above a window, and I hang them. And then that's the way that they dry really nice like that. And then you hardly ever get like weird creases in them if they're folded or anything like that. And then, you know, I'm getting 80 to 100 days a season, so I'm out quite a bit. So all season they're out, and then in the summer I've gone both ways where I've bagged them and just threw them in the closet with all the other gear, or I've left them hanging. I haven't found that either way is any different as far as the glue or affects the skin either way. So that's just my 2 cents. Do with it what you want. Thanks.